Hi, welcome to Bad Movie Reviews. It's hard to follow where this movie goes, in no small part because the film itself has trouble finding a path. It's not complex enough to be engaging, but not simple enough to be exciting.
Alita is a muddled film that packs in action at the expense of substance and relies on Cameron's worst storytelling impulses. Those unfamiliar with the source material may find enough to enjoy about this ambitious futuristic tale of a strong half-human heroine, until they became overloaded with pointless action sequences and a sprawling story.
Alita Battle Angel feels like it was made in 1999, just with a modern coat of CG paint that only slightly brings the film into the 21st century. The visual spectacle is compelling in places and Cameron's penchant for word-building is on full display. But far too much of the plot is a mess and the dialogue makes unobtainium seem elevated. Overall, it's a massive misfire and a missed opportunity.
The film fails to present a cohesive narrative to anchor its visual splendor, giving the audience plenty of entertaining sequences but little to root for. You don't need a set of incredibly large eyes to see that Alita Battle Angel is a movie rife with problems.
Alita Battle Angel is a grandiose spectacle with visual creations to delight your senses but very little else. But when the action halts, the film's noticeable flaws are exposed. Everything visual here is a treat. That's about the only thing to praise. Everything else is mediocre or worse. Plus, it ends right as you're starting to get invested.
Alita suffers from an overly wordy screenplay that spoon-feeds the audience. Perhaps worst of all, the story suffers from being repetitive. Alita is saddled with a plot that falls somewhere between uninteresting and irritating, and the inescapable fact that we've seen it all before hangs over every frame.
A poorly developed script combined with directing that feels designed for younger audiences leaves not much to be enjoyed outside of the visuals. The movie creates an impressive and well thought out world with beautiful production design, but then populates it with hollow characters and a boring story.
It suffers because, like most of the Cameron stories, it's not a deep story and unfortunately the special effects are really strong, but they are not revolutionary. There are way too many superficial or uninteresting scenes that slow down an already long movie. And the film is frustratingly shallow emotionally.
Attending the movies should not come with homework assignments, and if a film only works if you study its backstory in advance, there is something terribly wrong. Salazar's Alita is the best thing here, and it's too bad this movie didn't do her justice. This is a film whose director and protagonist have something in common. They're both pretenders, not the real deal.
Cameron's megalomania is all over Alita, from the total reliance on CGI, to the clunky dialogue, to the cliched characters. That short-changing of political intrigue for shallow relationship melodrama is the film's ultimate downfall. We were led to expect a memorable spectacle from the creators of Avatar and Sin City. As it turns out, their joint venture is best deleted from the memory files.
For all Alita gains in technical achievements, it loses in dialogue that is near embarrassing, with wooden simplicity coupled with often rote delivery.